Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Warrior. And we're only halfway, well, a little over halfway to the next level from last time. Now we went out to a little cave and got the fighter's ring. Unfortunately, it does nothing. But we also started doing a little bit of grinding. And here's what the fairy water is for. You see what I see? No encounters. This is why I like the fairy water. Let's use this opportunity to wait onto our last torch. Either fairy water doesn't work in caves, it automatically wears off when you transition to a new area. Stupid alt key. Or these enemies are actually strong enough for me to fight with fairy water. Yeah, it wears off when you go to another area. Huh. So wait, are those enemies really strong enough to resist the holy water? Fairy water? Yes, it's called holy water in later installments. You little... I'm gonna put you to sleep! Alright, I'm just gonna slaughter you. Okay. Yeah! That could have gone a lot more smoothly. Alright, Metal Scorpion, you shall meet your doom. Alright, a wolf. You only got another 2,800 gold before we reach our goal for the magic armor. I should probably remap my keys because I keep hitting the Alt key, which makes that annoying doo sound. That, or I can hit the key higher up. Or never even remove my finger from it in the first place. Alright, perhaps I should heal. Alright, I'm fairly certain that well, I'm not really sure what I'm thinking about anyway. About 70 gold a pop. It'll take only 100 of those guys to get to the magic armor from nothing. Now the gold men in the mix. We'll get it a bit faster, only requiring about 60 of these guys. About. Alright, so 1,500 for 10 of them. So, yeah, 50. And that still puts us 500 over. I wonder if this is one of those games I got in a bit of a graphics patch when they came over here from Japan. Well, I do know that the hero actually faces multiple directions in the American version. In the Japanese version, when you hit to talk, I believe you have to select which direction you wanted to talk in. Unfortunately for us, we lost the ability to talk diagonally. And also we got a different sprite for the hero. I think we did. A different palette at the very least. We've already knocked down 1,000 gold. Alright, these goldmen are starting to hit a bit harder than they should be. Not that they shouldn't be hitting hard. Alright, now I'm getting to the point where I should think about heading to town soon. My decision to try to go to the Grave of Garenham after getting that full plate armor was very much half-cooked. I could have just went on the internet, clicked on the little shortcuts. The Wraith has healed. Yes, enemies do get healed. I knew the Wraith had some kind of spell. But remember, heal, at least for us, doesn't help much at this point in the game. And that should be considered with an enemy where usually their spells are less effective than yours. Darn it. Alt button again. In Dragon Warrior 3, for example, one boss has an endgame spell which only does like 70 points of damage, if that, to your party. But you get it, it does well over 130. And that does usually happen in the Dragon Quest series. Of course, if the enemies didn't have weaker versions of spells, then they'd really need to have a very low MP. But since some of the tougher bosses in the series are able to recover their MP, or just have infinite in some cases, it doesn't really matter. I should probably be putting these guys to sleep, huh? Well, it's only 21 damage, and I suppose it's not a problem. At least the Wolf Lord's the most common enemy around here. The way the map's been divided is in 16 by 16 sections. And each section has 5 enemies you can encounter. But why have we been only encountering the slime and the red slime around Tentacle? Well, they fill up those slots with the same enemy multiple times. We're only fighting 4 enemies around here: the Wolf Lord, the Goldman, Metal Scorpion, and the Wraith. We seem to be getting a lot of Wolf Lords, so they probably put 2 Wolf Lords in and had 3 other enemies. And this information actually does help a little bit, because if you keep finding a particular enemy over and over again, that's probably why. And if you're going to be doing some ROM hacking and you want a particular enemy fought a lot, then that's how you want to do it. I also like how in most RPGs in general, that text there, "Thou hast done well in defeating the enemy name," it never says you outright killed it. Nah, you probably just maimed it or letting it bleed out. But of course, if you kill an enemy, well, most games don't say you kill an enemy. Well, you defeat them, and you pick up loot. There was something like the, a fish scale, and you killed a fish enemy. Did you just take off its scales, or did it just fall off? Holy cow, we only need 1,000 more gold. Other RPGs, though, like Phantasy Star Online, there's no question the enemy's dead. They sink in the ground and leave a pile of blood. Either big or small, depending on the enemy's size. That's one game I'm probably not going to LP, Phantasy Star Online. I mean, that game takes a long, long time, and if I'm going to be playing Phantasy Star Online, doing LP of that game, I'll probably use cheats to speed up the process. Because the GameCube version, Episode 1 and 2 Plus, also added in a 4th difficulty with the enemies completely replaced, including the bosses, most of the bosses. Even if they're similar, they're still different. Yes, precious little gold man. Come to me and give me your bricks. While reviewing episode 9, I kept replaying one line when I first saw a drawl. I just kept cracking up. I wonder if any other Let's Players just find what they said to be completely hilarious. Although I did plan that beforehand. should be a bit better. Am I the only one who keeps getting distracted by those Wolf Lord's pink boots? I can't be the only one. Sorry about that yawn. Alright, we'll take out the Wraith, and they'll just give us a little bit more gold left. Come on, we need one more gold, man. One more gold, man. I want one more gold, man. I wonder, is the gold man's bricks made out of gold? Or are they just covered in gold? And if so, why are they so valuable? I mean, wouldn't a man get rich for selling what's left of a golem made of solid gold? Or better yet, a gold man that's alive. Alright, poop out your bricks! I want your bricks! I don't care if they're from your arm or if you're finished digesting your latest meal. I want your bricks! And with that... Now I wonder, what makes this armor so... magic, anyway? Yes. I want your magic armor. Hmm? Oh, that's what I was afraid of. I thought it was 7,700. Silly me. Can I at least sell my half plate and pay for it? I'll just give you the left horn of my helmet. Oh, wrong way. Go away, skeleton. Nobody likes you. Warlock. Alright. I'm so close now. The only good thing about dying, I suppose, is that you get more experience for what you buy. Of course, you lose all those invested resources, and is it really worth it? Also, are these wolves like the Wolfear from Magic the Gathering? A Wolfear is pretty much a wolf man. They were the human residents of Innistrad that were afflicted by a curse of lycanthropy. But their curse could not be removed. So, the Archangel, I think it's Archangel Avacyn, one of the most powerful forces of Innistrad. Ooh, level up. 3 power, 8 response speed, 7 health, 6 magic. Return. No points for guessing what that does. The Angel Avacyn, she could not remove their curse. So what she decided to do was to merge their cursed and normal forms. And they're pretty much humanoid wolves, but they always have full control over themselves. And I believe Return takes a lot of MP to use. I'm not kidding. A lot. I'm just going to gather a bit more gold. After all, in the event of emergency, I can just use Return and get safety. Unless you do that. Oh, so close to all lucky 7s. At least in this game, you only have to outfit 1 character. Even in Dragon Warrior 2, you have to outfit 3 characters. Although, because the equipment itself varies wildly over the 3 characters, it's pretty much you who's going to be getting all the expensive stuff based on how far I've gotten. While the character who is not a bad attacker or bad magic user gets some of the middle equipment and expense, and the pretty much entirely magic user gets, well, cheap equipment. Doesn't help the fact that Jay's going to be dying the most, probably. So, what makes this magic armor, anyway? Defense power does not seem to be that good. What the? My health has been partly restored. Yeah, the magic armor, every few steps or so you walk, you gain 1 health. So even if it is the same or even a little bit less defense, we won't have to heal quite as often. Of course, that depends on the encounter rates. Let's just use Return. Yeah, look at that, 8 MP. The good news is, as long as I keep like 14 or so, 16 MP on me at all times, I'll be fine. And this will conclude today's episode. I hope you had fun watching me grind for gold. So, let's see, next level up, 7,500 experience. No, I won't continue. This is King of Arlia signing off. Have a good day.